Welcome! Today we are doing a pick a card reading to see what the month of February holds for you in your career or finances. As we dive into this reading together, remember that you are the creator of your reality. So always take what you need from these readings, take what resonates, and leave what doesn't. Find your own truths, clarity, and alignment in these readings, whatever that looks like for you. Now, if you are new here, welcome. My name is Taylor Eaton, and I am a wealth activator, a money mindset and manifestation expert, a channel, and an oracle deck author. So if you want more resources to help you manifest more wealth or success into your life faster than ever before, I will be sure to leave links below for all the ways to work with me, including my oracle decks and journals, the Wealth Vibe membership, and my mentorship offers. I do want to note real quick here that in February, we are going to be doing a brand new 21-day challenge inside of the Wealth Vibe membership. The challenge is called For the Love of Money Challenge. And in this challenge, we will be upgrading your relationship with money so that you can increase your money magnetism and raise your point of attraction around money. This really is so healing for our relationship with money, and this is truly the work that often creates absolute money miracles in my life, in my business, money falling out of the sky, unexpected huge jumps in income. It's where all of just the magic and the fun and the play and the joy of receiving gets to be experienced is in this work with money. So I am very excited to share this incredibly powerful challenge and work with the members of the Wealth Vibe in February. If this calls to you, I would love for you to come join us. I will be sure to leave the link for the Wealth Vibe with all my other links down in the description and pinned comment below so you can jump in before the 1st or right around there to join us for the Love of Money Challenge in February. Now it is time to pick your reading. So if you haven't already, take a look at the decks here and see which one of the crystals you are just intuitively drawn to. With deck 1, we have Chalcopyrite, deck 2, green Amethyst, and deck 3 is Dalmatian Jasper. You are absolutely welcome to watch more than one of these decks. If multiple are calling to you, that just means that there's guidance for you in each of those readings. So go ahead if you need to here, pause the video, take however long you need to tune into your inner guidance, your guides, your higher self, and see which of these readings are calling to you. And then you can use the timestamps below in the description to jump to whichever readings you are called to. And I'll see you there. Hello, deck number 1. I am excited to dive into your reading to see what is in store for you financially in the month of February. So we are going to move your deck. I'm going to bring your deck in just a moment. I always like to start these monthly readings, typically with my Wealthy Woman Oracle deck, since it is designed specifically to pair around money. So we're just going to see what the theme is for you around finances or career this month in February. That's your theme. We have the key holder card. Oh, okay. This is a month I'm seeing 2 messages coming through here. So February, deck 1, is going to be a month where you are starting to kind of honor your inner nudges more. You're starting to listen to your intuition more. There's going to be a lot of opportunities I'm seeing presented to you around your career, around your finances, that are really asking you to go inward and find what the right answer is for you. Not for anyone else, not what your parents would say is the logical thing to do, not what society says is the logical or responsible thing to do. Rather, you're going to have I'm getting a lot of events come up where there's no one clear right answer. There's no one just clear choice that you can just look at it and objectively say, that's the right choice to make. So, for example, I'm getting some of you getting like an offer for a job, but the job, while it's an amazing job, maybe is a really far away from where you live now, and you'd have to move to another state or really far away from where you currently are. And so there's a lot of benefits of the job, but also a lot of benefits to staying and not taking the job. And so there will be, for some of you, that's a big example, there will be a lot of little things like this too, where there's no clear right or wrong answer. There's dark and light to both sides of the equation, and you're going to be seeing that more and more. It's going to feel like you're going to have a lot of things come up, and some of them can be really exciting things where both choices are great and you don't know which choice to take. You're going to have a lot of these things coming up this month. And the whole point of it, the universe is telling me, is so that you start trusting your inner guidance even more so that you are given opportunity after opportunity after opportunity this month to go within, to see what you need to do for you, what the next right step is for you based on your desires, based on your inner guidance, your intuition, based on what feels right to you, based on where you want to go and what your dreams are and what choice aligns with that. So there's going to be a lot of choices to make this month. I'm also seeing that any decisions that you've made recently from your intuitive place, from your soul, in a place that's in alignment with your soul and with your inner guidance, anything you've done in the last couple months that has been like an intuitively driven decision where you were like fully in on trusting your intuition, your inner guidance around your money, your career, those things are also paying off this month, I'm seeing as well. So those are the kind of the two themes, is seeing past intuitive nudges that you followed around on your career really paying off this month. So some causes for celebration there. But then also just this like opportunity to up-level your trust even more, up-level that willingness to say yes or no in alignment with your inner guidance and leap and let the universe or your higher self catch you. And so for some of you, I see some of you making like big decisions, big mind moves. And for a lot of you, it's just going to be like little thing after little thing of like, do you want to, I'm getting for some of you, it's like, do you want to go to this concert or would you rather go on this trip? And you're going to have both options available. Like maybe someone's gifting you one of those things and you have to choose the choice. And it's probably not like a life-changing thing, but it's still like things are going to look very different depending on which option you pick. So it's really like, this is a month where you're being prepared to trust your inner guidance more because you're going to need it in the months and years to come to get to where you want to go financially with more and more ease. Yeah, we have the bobcat and blackthorn. Patience. So having patience with yourself as you navigate finding the right answers for you this month. That's really the name of the game this month for you in February, is like with your career, with your finances, any decisions, big or small, that come up, trust your inner guidance. This is always what I tell people to do. Like this is one of the core pillars I teach on, is trust, how to listen to and trust your inner guidance and honor that around your career, around your finances, even when it seems illogical, even when it's not what other people say you should do, but you know in your core that it's the right thing for you to do, it's the best thing, it's the next aligned step. I teach this all the time. I'd say every month, every day, every moment, you should be deepening into this in order to be led to more money in ways that are miraculous and aligned for you. But this month, especially for you, Deck 1, February, is a month of like, this is strengthening your willingness and your ability to listen to and trust and act on your inner guidance when it comes to money and career. I do get that there will be some decisions you want to make this month that impact your finances that you wish you could have an answer for right now. And I just saw 444 on my phone and it is 12:12. That's the time right here, right now as I'm recording this. 12:12 is a huge sign for me for my guides. And 444 is just some nice angel numbers confirmation. So there are going to be it's just a lot of confirmation. There's going to be some decisions that you really want to be able to make a snap call on. You want to be able to answer them in the moment. But the universe is saying here, and my Arrow Collective is coming in, saying have patience with yourself. You'll know when you have the right aligned thing. Sometimes some answers and some decisions of what's aligned for you to do and that inner guidance will be immediate. It'll happen quickly. But for other things, especially this month, it's going to be an exercise in practice. Or in patience, an exercise or a practice in patience, right? Patience with your inner guidance, patience with yourself, not making yourself wrong or not making it mean anything about you or anything else when it takes you a little bit of time to get to clarity. That's okay. You get to trust that I'm getting like any decisions you really need to make around money or career this month, you're going to have that clarity by the end of the month. You got to trust that it's coming in its own timing and it's perfect. And maybe there's just more pieces of the puzzle or data that you need to receive before you can make the right call. Yeah, and we have loyalty. Staying with the Hound and Pair, staying so loyal to your inner guidance. But also, when you choose to make decisions around money or your career from this place of like letting your soul lead, your intuition, your inner guidance lead, sometimes we make these things and then it seems like things don't go the way we wanted or hoped they would. And we're like, did I really choose from my inner guidance? Is it really worth choosing from my inner guidance? But I want to remind you here, my guides are coming through and saying, you have to remember that sometimes in order to get to where you want, it's not the path that seems the most direct that's going to get you there the fastest or in the way that you want to actually get there. Oftentimes, the way we get to more money, to that boost in success or income or, up levels in our career, the way it often happens is that we follow our inner guidance and then things kind of either fall apart or seem like they're not working for a little bit because the universe is rearranging things, or because you are, kind of still having to calibrate to this new energy, or sometimes you maybe need to be redirected to something. And so you get to, again, this month also be cultivating not only trust in taking action on your inner guidance, but listening to your inner self and knowing that even when things are still in process and looking like they're not working, maybe they're still working. And that's something that you got to ask yourself is, what if this is actually working? That's something I see you being like, when you can be loyal to your inner guidance and be patient with how it's playing out, with the universe rearranging things in your favor. Like, you're going to reap massive rewards this month is what I'm getting. But you have to stay loyal to it. If you just choose from alignment with your inner guidance and trust it and act on it, that's a win in itself. But then if you immediately go back on that the minute it looks like things aren't perfectly working out the way you want them to, and you betray that loyalty to your inner guidance, you don't give the universe a chance to work things out for you. You don't give yourself a chance to actually, manifest what you desire. We have the antelope and wheat nourishment. This will be a big month where self-care and kind of slowing down to look within is important for you, and just nourishing yourself, giving yourself what you need in order to stay true to the decisions that feel right for you. But really, I see some big things coming for you in the future, and this is like the start of a lot of those things, is the decisions you make this month. And so you want to be sure you're really tapped in this month to your inner guidance, to your higher self, to your guides, right? Whoa, hello. I have a bunch of cards flying all over the place here. Ooh, hello, we have the Empress for you. And we also have, and we have our Eight of Wands reversed. This makes sense. Let me grab these other cards that flew out for you. Okay, we also have Strength, and we have our Queen of Wands. Okay, so these cards to me are just telling this really, really lovely story of, let's get these all on camera so we make sure you can see them all. These cards are just telling me that, like, you're birthing a new chapter of your life, of your financial reality, of your finances, of your money journey, of your career. Like, you're heading into a new chapter, you're birthing a new chapter, but it comes from this month. This month is the point of conception for your next chapter. The way you make sure that you get what you want moving forward, that you manifest the money or the career success that you desire, is by going within this month, right? By really paying attention to what feels right for you. This is the start of a new way of being around money, right? And I will just say, this whole theme of trusting your inner guidance and what feels right to you, this is a lot of what we've been covering in my Wealth Revolution program so far. And that price is going up soon, and the doors will probably close in the next couple months here. Probably next month or so. I'm just leading completely with my inner guidance around it. But this is so much of what we're talking about. So I'll leave that link below. But I will also say, even if that's not kind of within reach for you, because it's a little bit of a bigger program, then definitely come and join me in the Wealth Vibe membership this next month, because we're doing in February a Love of Money challenge, which is really upgrading our relationship with money. And this is the kind of work that creates so many money miracles within my life, and it's the foundation that allows me to trust more easily my inner guidance, and allows me to honor that and let my intuition, my higher self, lead to create massive quantum leaps and money miracles in my career and in my finances. And that's just so valuable. So come join me in there if that calls to you. But really, for you, this is such a month of cultivating that trust in yourself, because that's doing that, and the choices you make from that place of trust of your inner guidance and finally saying yes to what's right for you is going to lead to so much of what you want. But I will say again, it's this reminder, these reminders keep coming up through the cards, that there will potentially be some delays this month. Some feeling like things are moving so slowly. Like, maybe you say yes to something, you choose from your inner guidance, and then nothing it's just kind of like everything stagnates for a bit, or you're just kind of like, nothing's changing like I thought it would. And again, it's almost like this month is meant to help you strengthen your ability to not only choose from your inner guidance, but also to trust it as you hold it, as you hold that decision, as you stay true to it, as you stay loyal to it. And so it's coming in to help you find more of that inner strength, right? To help you find more of that ability to know that and trust that the universe is rearranging things on your behalf and getting things ready for you. this is also, like I said, again, nourishment, self-love, a lot of self-care this month to cultivate more strength, to cultivate your ability to hold the alignment that you know you're choosing from and stay true to those decisions. And when you can come out the other end of this month, it's like, I feel like there, for some of you, will be a lot of big changes in your finances. Absolutely. But for a lot of you, you might come out the other end of it and your financial reality may be more or less the same, maybe a little bit improved if you're choosing from inner guidance. But your inner self is going to feel completely different. You're going to feel like you lived lifetimes in this month with how much you shift and grow and shed old ways of being around money and truly kind of plant the seeds this month for crazy abundance in the rest of this year. But it starts with like the intention and the attunement to your inner guidance and allowing your higher self to lead you with all decisions around money and career this month, and your ability to hold the faith in those things and in yourself and in your inner guidance. And that's just something that also will just serve you so much in the future in so many ways. So this is incredibly exciting. It's the dawn of a new era for you, especially with that Empress card coming up. Like, this is the start of a new era for you. It starts this month. You will see the fruits of it more in later months, more and more. Doesn't mean you can't see some of those benefits this month, but more and more it'll come. But this month is like, let's get you so solid and kind of upgraded on an internal level around your relationship with your inner guidance and how you use that to let you lead around money. And then you can be the version of you who can easily command the money and success and wealth you desire and hold it when it comes in. All right. Like, that's so much of what I'm getting. Because I'm also getting that whatever's coming next, especially for those of you who are manifesting or are going to have career upgrades. So like big promotions, your business growing a whole bunch, things like that. Like, if you are manifesting that and not just purely the money, what's going to be required of you to hold that next level of success and all the responsibilities that come with it, it's going to be a lot of this trust in yourself. You're going to have to trust yourself to make decisions where there aren't any clear answers and you're actually getting paid to make these big decisions, or you making big decisions that are right for you is what the success of your business hinges on. Because if you're just making decisions based on what everyone else says you should be doing, that's not building your business. It's building a kind of somewhat a mimic of someone else's business, right? So really that next level of career success you desire, if that's part of why you're here on this reading, that is going to require the self-trust and inner guidance and your ability to hold true to your decisions that you're cultivating this month, right? Throughout February with everything that comes up for you. This is from my Cosmic Wealth Codes deck, my newest money affirmation deck. But this is, I am the architect of my fortunes and the universe is the builder. I love this. I love this card and this affirmation so much. And it is also so perfect to kind of round out your reading with, because the message that's coming through here is that everything you do this month is a ripple effect into the rest of this year, into the rest of your life. And that's true for every month, but especially this month, there's so much fertile soil. I wouldn't be surprised if you've been doing a lot of healing work lately, if you've been clearing a lot of things around money lately. You've been doing a lot that has brought you to a place where things are so fertile. Things are so ready to be put into motion. Like, you are stronger and more grounded than you have been before. You are, and there's always room for improvement, don't get me wrong. So even if you're like, I'm not perfectly strong and grounded, it's like, you're stronger and more grounded than you were before, is what I'm getting. And that's all that matters, because then that means that the foundations of what you're going to build or create from here are that much stronger and can withstand so much more and can create so much more. And so you've brought yourself to a place, you've come to a place where you are ready to plant new seeds. You're ready to make choices that are going to lead you down entirely different paths to new levels of abundance than ever before. And the more that you trust yourself, I'll just tell you this, the more that you trust yourself, this is so valuable, that's coming through for you. The more that you trust yourself to make the decisions that are going to lead you to more money or more success, the more the universe sees you as someone who is trustworthy and confident, Queen of Wands energy, right? Confident in their ability to make decisions around money or career. And so then it will flow you more of the things you want with money or career, more of the success, more of the responsibility, more of the money. You'll receive more because that's the energy you're putting out. You are the architect of your fortunes. You design what you want by telling the universe, this is how I see myself in relationship to money. I know I can make the right decisions for me, even if they look crazy to other people. I trust in my inner guidance. I trust to always be able to figure out the next aligned step. And when you say that to yourself, when you believe that, when you integrate that, which is what this month is preparing you to do, the universe responds and reflects that back to you and goes, oh, you feel really confident around money and career? Great. Here's a money and career where you get to exercise that confidence. Here's a level of success and wealth that you are now ready to hold, that you're a match for. So you're laying the blueprints this month, planting the seed, right? And the universe gets to actually carry out the building of your desires. You don't have to worry about the how it's all going to work out. You just make the choices that are aligned for you this month, and everything else falls into place. Wow, this is a really big month for you, even though outwardly it may not look big. It will for some of you. I do see some of you getting big job offers, big opportunities, like big things shifting. But for a lot of you on this deck, it might not look big. Things might not look big on the outside in terms of things changing, but on the inside, everything's changing. You're changing. You're upgrading your ability to believe in your inner guidance. You're going to be given opportunity after opportunity to do that this month. Holy moly, you are going to grow so much. Like I said, it's going to feel like you have lived lifetimes in this one month by the end of the month. In the shortest month of the year, you're going to have grown probably more than you have in the last few years if you take every opportunity to tune into your inner guidance and learn to trust it and cultivate more of that trust in it. And even when it looks like things aren't working, can you trust fully in it? You can still be realistic and still take steps, whatever you need to do to be financially safe or comfortable or secure while you're trusting your inner guidance. It doesn't mean you just overspend like crazy. That's not coming from your inner guidance. That's coming from typically from ego, right? But just making the choices that impact your future from a place of this is what feels right to me. And maybe it's a redirect that it'll lead you to. Maybe it's a lesson you'll need to learn in order to then actually get to where you want to go. Maybe it'll just be truly the most direct path to what you desire. But this is so powerful, so excited. I'm excited for what you're putting into motion, what you're starting to birth or create this month in February, deck one. It's going to be so powerful, so good. All right, deck one, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and comment below letting me know what you took from the reading. Let me know how it resonated or what you're manifesting this coming month. Your comments really, really do mean so much to me, and they give me inspiration for future videos. So thank you for commenting if you do. Now, if you're not already, you are welcome to subscribe to this channel for future card readings and other tools for abundance. And if you want more resources to help you manifest more wealth or success into your life faster than ever before, I will leave links below for all the ways to work with me, including my Oracle decks and journals, the Wealth Vibe membership, and my mentorship offers. Like I said, in February, we're going to be doing that brand new 21-day challenge in the Wealth Vibe membership called the Love of Money Challenge. In this challenge, we are upgrading your relationship with money so that you can increase your money magnetism and raise your point of attraction around money. This is often the work that lays the foundation for money miracles in my life and business. And I am so excited to get to share it with the members of the Wealth Vibe in February. So if that calls to you, that link for the Wealth Vibe will be below. Come join in. We start February 1st. Now, with all of that being said, I'm wishing you massive prosperity and abundance and just that alignment and deeper trust in your inner guidance. And I'll see you in another video very soon. Bye. Hello, deck number 2. I am so excited to dive into your reading to see what is in store for you financially in the month of February. So we are going to move your crystal. I'm going to set your deck aside real quick. We're going to come back to it in just a moment. But I always like to start these monthly readings off with my Wealthy Woman Oracle deck, since I wrote it to be specifically used for money readings. So I'm going to pull a theme card for you for what February looks like in your career or finances. So your main theme this month is the Observer card. So throughout February, the big message I'm getting for you is be on the lookout for money. And that can sound so simple, but it's amazing when you really slow down and think about it, how often we're just kind of autopiloting through our lives. And especially when it comes to money, we're just kind of like projecting what we're currently experiencing into the next moment and the next day, and the next week and the next month. And so how often and how common it is for us to just be like, well, I have $1,000 in my bank account today. Right now, I'll probably still have just $1,000 in the next hour. Probably not going to have like $10,000 in the next hour, but who's to say you couldn't have another $9,000 come in to your bank account, right? But that's just an example of how we often are constantly limiting ourselves, constantly limiting the universe, the flow of money, just by taking what is and projecting it onto the future. And so this card, for me, as it's coming up for you today within the context of what's coming for you in February with your career finances, is lots of opportunities. And this was a theme we saw in deck 1, where there were a lot of opportunities, but it was a very different meaning. And so for you, there's a lot of opportunities for money coming this month. There's a lot of opportunities. I see like opportunities for small money coming, like little, ways where you can like maybe make some money on the side. Maybe you can get, like kind of have a couple of gifts come to you. You might find some money on the ground. There might be the opportunity to get paid for like a survey or something like that, like the little things. But then also like there are also big things mixed in there, but I'm getting that they're disguised as little things. Like there's little things like, for example, I see some of you having some sort of opportunity at work to go on some trip for work or go to some conference. And when you go, you actually meet someone from another company who offers you like double your salary at their company, and you gotta take that job. Or it's like you say yes to that conference if it feels right to you, and you go, what opportunities for money could there be for me here? And you end up actually being there with like the president of your company or someone higher up at your company, and they see you and the way that you network or the way that you maybe share at the conference or something, they're like, or that you just get talking to them over like food or drink or something, and they're like, we need to give you a promotion, we need to get a team under you. Like, there's just opportunities everywhere all the time. They're constantly, I just saw 222 for my phone, and it's 111 for what time it is right now. Something similar happened in the last reading too. There's so much alignment with this, so much confirmation of this message for you. So here's the thing. With this card, with the Observer card, with what it's telling me for you for February, is that you got to be on the lookout for money. You got to be expecting money in all the expected and unexpected places. You almost get to be playing a game with yourself this month. If you can wake up every morning and then throughout the day when you forget this, come back to this thought, but having your central thought be, I'm excited to see where money comes to me today. I'm excited to see what opportunities for money might come to me today. I'm excited to make a game of looking for money and looking for opportunities for money, and even using my imagination to see how anything could potentially lead to more abundance or success. And when you can get more into this headspace and practice that throughout this month, you're going to, first of all, see more opportunities for money come to you. You're going to receive more money because you're going to see those opportunities instead of just passing them by. But you're also going to start to become a match for money miracles, for limitless abundance. And this is so much of like these money miracles. That's what we're doing in our February or our March challenge inside of the Wealth Vibe membership. So that's coming up in about a month. But really, you're creating this kind of playful energy with money. You're creating this playful energy with money and with your perception of it, rather than going, where's the money? I don't have enough. Why isn't it coming? Where's my money manifestation? And instead you're just going, I wonder what could happen today around money. Today is a day full of hundreds of thousands of seconds, and any second anything could change, anything could happen, any opportunity could come my way. I'm going to be on the lookout, and it's going to be exciting. It's like a game. Don't bring a heavy energy to this of like, I have to find the opportunities, I have to seek them out or I'll miss them. No, there are limitless opportunities. The universe is asking you this month to get in the habit of expecting miracles at any moment, but not needing the miracles in order to expect them or in order to feel like the money's coming. Just getting excited about the joy and the wonder of life and how mysterious and absurd it is at times, and how amazing things, including money, can come to you, right? So that's really like the theme of this month. And I see you reaping nice rewards, getting, again, like those big, like saying yes to something that seems like a little opportunity for money or something, and then it ends up being this huge opportunity. Like there are surprises beneath things for you. Now, I want to be clear. I'm not saying say yes to every single thing. It's more say yes, use your inner guidance to discern what feels aligned for you to do. For the things that do feel like you're at least interesting or exciting or, intriguing to you, and it feels like, yeah, it feels good to say yeah to that, say yes to it. And see what happens, not with the expectation that it's going to lead to money, but because it holds the possibility for money and playing in that realm of what's possible, right? That's what I'm seeing for you cards are sliding around, in February, is really learning how to kind of open up the energy of limitless money miracles. We have Whispers of Mother Earth, creativity, ideas, inspiration, artist, writer, channel. Okay. This is really cool. As you start to play with this idea and this mindset and this perspective more this month of anything could happen at any time, I wonder what's going to happen next. I wonder what's going to happen. I wonder what could happen. How could this lead to money? How could that lead to money? That's so exciting. As you start to play with that, you're putting your mind in a creative state. You're using your imagination. You're stretching yourself past the predictable and what currently is. And instead of projecting on the future, you're saying, what could happen next? What's out here in the void of infinite potential? And I wouldn't be surprised, I'm getting for a lot of you here, not only will you have new opportunities that you come across and that you can say yes or no to, and that can lead to money or success. I'm also seeing that in this headspace, about like halfway through the month, you're probably gonna see a big uptick. If you can hold this mindset throughout the month, you're gonna see this huge uptick in ideas, inspirations, downloads, things channeling through you. These could be ideas for how to make more money, how to open up a door that leads to more money in some way, could be ideas that you pour into a business or into your career, things to, you might have like this intuitive hit to go invest in a certain thing. Like the ideas will start coming through about halfway, like right around the 14th or 15th, right around Valentine's Day. But I just see it's like the earth, the universe is whispering to you constantly, and you're going to be able to better hear it when you're in this headspace of being open to possibility rather than trying to figure out how the money is going to come or trying to make it happen and instead or looking for it and being upset when it's not there and making that mean something. You just go, what could happen next? What can happen next? And have that lightheartedness about it. That's how you get on the frequency where you can actually hear the whisperings of the universe, hear the whisperings of Mother Earth, hear the ideas and downloads and guidance that's like just swirling around you, that's trying at all times to lead you to what you desire. And if you are an artist or a writer or creative in some way, especially if that's like a hobby of yours or something you do for income or you want to do for income, like you're going to have so many ideas of how you can better monetize that or better leverage those skills to call in more money this month. So lots of like $1 million ideas kind of coming through. We have rapture, sensuality, love, devotion, romance, ecstasy, pleasure. I am getting so much of like, as you go through this month, this is going to like, just this mindset shift alone is going to lead to such a different approach to money. For most of you, money has probably not felt very, I guess the word that's coming through is intimate, but I guess like there's been this kind of like coldness around money. And that's honestly, that's our society, right? It's this conditioning around money that money is cold. It is the root of all evil. It corrupts. It is numbers, and it's bad if you desire money because it means you don't know what is truly important in life. And like all these things that are not true and just one side of the story of what money can be. And this month is going to invite you to see money through such a different lens. You're really trying to look and observe for different opportunities and kind of get your brain to rewire itself to look at opportunities in each moment differently as it pertains to money and success and opportunities. And so as you do that, you're probably going to feel more of a like an intimacy, more of a playfulness, more of a pleasure with money. It's going to naturally start to heal your relationship with money. Like just doing this one simple way of this. I say simple. It's not always easy, right? It's not always easy to stop the habit that we've been conditioned with our whole life of looking around ourselves, saying, this is where I am. So this is probably where I'll be next day or next week. And hopefully one day it'll change. And then we always create that gap and keep ourselves at arm's length from the wealth we desire. It's hard to break that habit and instead go, ooh, how could the money come? And getting excited for the possibility, but not needing something to happen right away in order to hold the excitement and the playfulness. And then that's when it actually starts coming through. It's like that is not always easy to do. It is simple. It is often challenging in practice, right? Like this is often the stuff that I teach around money that I found has made the biggest difference for me around money in my life and career has always been like the simplest things are the most powerful, but they're often the most challenging to execute because to actually execute them on a deep and meaningful level, you have to profoundly rewire parts of yourself or dismantle limiting beliefs that are keeping you from embracing the simplicity of it. And so this is really such a simple shift that for you, I see is going to lead to so much healing in your relationship with money. By the way, healing your relationship with money is exactly what we are doing inside of our February challenge this coming month inside the Wealth Vibe. So if you're not in the Wealth Vibe membership and you're like, I want money to feel intimate, I want it to feel playful and nurturing and warm and loving and exciting and ecstasy, just full of ecstasy and bliss and pleasure. And I want it to be a pleasurable experience to think about money and to receive money and to play with money. It's like, if you want that kind of relationship, because that's the relationship that really draws in like insane money miracles, truly. And I say this from personal and professional experience. If you want that kind of relationship with money, that's what we're working on building this next month in the Wealth Vibe membership. And this ups your money magnetism, and it lays the foundations for all those limitless miracles, which we're tapping into in March. So the next couple months in the Wealth Vibe are going to be extremely potent and powerful. If you are not in there and it calls to you, I highly recommend getting your butt in there. It is only $25 a month. It is such a steal for everything that's included. We do so much in there, not just the challenge. There's so many other resources and bonuses and daily mini money readings for me. So much in there. So I'll leave that link below, but I'd highly recommend it. I think for you, it's going to be especially potent to be in there next month if it calls to you. Another card to see what else. I saw 1111 for you on my phone. More confirmation. Maybe confirmation join the Wealth Vibe, but confirmation absolutely to work on your relationship with money and making it a pleasurable relationship. And of course, we have the sun coming up with enjoyment, life force, success, vitality, play. All of this is like, I see the first half of this month especially being so much of like just shifting your mindset to be looking for the possibilities for money. And as you look for it, you'll seize on opportunities that most other people wouldn't even pay, attention to for more than a minute. And you're actually going to see the potential behind them, or be open to the potential and the magic and the mystery of life behind them. And as you do this, you'll get more ideas and downloads. And then it's just like you start to have more fun. You'll start to finally kind of reach this tipping point where the money later this month gets to be fun on a whole new level for you. It gets to be so much more fun. Success, your career, whatever you do to make money, however you want to grow in your professional life, that gets to be so much more fun. It all starts to come from this very aligned, very soulful, very pleasurable, very joyful, playful place. And that's really like how you get to, I just saw 222. Oh my gosh, the numbers are crazy for you today. The confirmation. That is how you start to really get to really just that kind of miracle zone, that zone where money flows easily, where big quantum leaps around money are the norm. Like that's how you get there, is when you can live more often than not in a state of, wow, life feels magical. It feels amazing. It feels like just so full of mystery. And I love the unknown and also what I have. I'm grateful for it, but I'm so excited to see what happens next. Instead of like trying to control what happens next or needing to know what happens next or how you get to money, you just go, I get to have some level of trust that it's like, it's all coming in. If I just stay open to it, it shows up. And in the meantime, I just play and I enjoy the money I do have. I enjoy what I get to do for work. I enjoy my life. Like there's a way to live that. And it starts for you this month with this kind of unraveling of the old way of looking at money and this new way of looking at it. So that's incredibly exciting. We have our Four of Wands coming up, which also on this deck particularly says 1111 on it. And we saw that earlier. I saw 333 on my phone. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you guys. So there is going to be so much celebration toward the end of this month for you. So much celebration. Because you're celebrating life. You're celebrating the unknown and all the possibility that every moment holds around money. Like there is going to be so much celebration. I just feel like just like peace and joy and like more financial security if you've been seeking that recently. We have our Knight of Wands coming up. And so a lot of like, I see a lot of motivation that's going to carry you into March, honestly. A lot of motivation that comes from like seeing how powerfully just 1 month of like shifting your thinking and your perspective around money completely radically changes your reality. You're going to feel like, first of all, a lot of celebration, and then you're like, what else can I do? And you're going to get, towards the end of the month, some really cool, I could see some cool ideas coming through for you, some really cool things that you might be excited about, cool opportunities, and I just see you like rushing headlong toward them, and guess what? It's going to pay off. Like I see this is end of this month, beginning of next month, some sort of opportunity that you hit on that just like opens the door for our Ten of Pentacles energy of just like long-term success, financial security. Again, that's coming up. Just a lot of like generational wealth, even leaving a legacy. Like it's such a simple mindset shift, you guys. It's such a simple mindset shift to change the way you look at moving through the world. And it has these amazing payoffs of like your own personal enjoyment and the way you experience money in life and business and career, but also like your financial reality, like and ideas and opportunities that come toward the end of the month that are just, wow, like gonna change the rest of your life, which is amazing. Ooh, and we have, this flew out just now off camera, but it flew out And I can't tell if it was coming out reversed or upright. Or I'm going to put it up right here. We have our Ace of Pentacles. And it's like, yeah, there's going to be some really big new job opportunity, new opportunity in your career around money. Something, again, stability, prosperity, financial prosperity. Like financial stability is a big thing that keeps coming up, that you're moving towards the end of the month. And it starts with unlocking this, right? It sets off this chain of internal and then external events. Because you start thinking and then seeing things differently and acting differently on the things that you see and the opportunities for money you see, and then you have more enjoyment of life because you realize how things can open up when you just shift your perspective a little bit and how much you're actually truly the creator of your reality. And then you start to feel more and more stable financially. Whether or not the money's showing up, you're like, okay, I know I can create financial stability. You get some ideas, some downloads, some opportunities that lead to massive financial security and wealth toward the end of this month. This is just like a kind of revolutionary month for you, of like just revolutionizing for yourself what you believe is possible, understanding your power a little bit more deeply, the power that you have as the creator of your reality, right? There's just a lot of that this month, and that's very, very exciting for you. I will say, because this came out kind of on its side, if toward the end of the month you feel like there was this big opportunity for money to come in or some new job opportunity, and you feel like you missed out on it, I'm getting that there's another one around the corner, or not too far, like a month or two out. So it's not like if you miss that opportunity, it's not like you'll never get to this 10 of Pentacles. It's just like, it'll just take just another month or two longer, right? Like something else will be coming. Maybe it's even better. But no matter what, you're being led to some really like golden opportunity being handed to you, like end of February, early March. Again, in order to see it and seize on it, like you have to be looking for it. It's not necessarily something that'll be just dumped in your lap and be super obvious. It'll be something that you hit upon it because you say yes to things that you see and no one else can see, because you're looking for possibilities with money to come to you, right? So really, really exciting. I'm going to grab one more card for you to send you on your way with an affirmation or any other message that wants to come through for deck 2 around February. This is my new Cosmic Wealth Codes deck. Let's see what's coming up for you. We have, I am a child of the cosmos. Abundance is my divine birthright. So you can use this affirmation throughout the month if that resonates with you, if it activates you in some way. What I will say with this, I want to show you, like my artist, just Stephanie Wicker Campbell, does the most amazing job. And I'm obsessed with this deck. So, it's my new deck. So every time I pull a card, I'm like, let's look at it. I am a child of the cosmos. Abundance is my divine birthright. I get the sense that this is maybe what you need to keep in mind, or get to keep in mind throughout this month, to help you believe that there are possibilities that are just endless around money, that there are limitless possibilities around money, infinite possibilities at any time for you. Remembering that, of course, at every moment, money is trying to come to you. Inspiration, ideas for money is being whispered to you throughout the cosmos, throughout Mother Earth. Like you are constantly being given opportunity after opportunity for the financial stability, the up levels, the success, the career, up levels, the financial up levels. You're being given opportunities and guidance for that constantly, because you're a child of the cosmos, because abundance is your divine birthright, because you are a part of this universe, not apart from it. And when you remember that, and then you go, because I am the universe, because I am a child of the cosmos, a child of God, a child of the divine, an extension of the divine, because I am that, then of course anything can happen. Of course money is always trying to come to me. Of course there are limitless opportunities and guidances and different ways money is trying to come to me in every moment. Of course there is. So if you're trying to look for opportunities, but you can't really get yourself out of that place of like projecting what's happening now onto the next moment around money, and you're stuck in that energy and you're stuck in that like dejectedness or that feeling of frustration or stagnant energy around money in your current financial situation, or just feeling like you'll never get to where you want to go financially, come back to this and tap into this. And I would even journal on for you, if I believed I was a child of the cosmos, how would that impact the way I think and feel about money moving forward? Or what's possible for me around money or anything else moving forward? Just some thoughts, something to play with. All right, deck 2, lots coming up in terms of like, it's just this tiny little mental shift, tiny little shift in your perception of looking and expecting money to come to you in expected and unexpected ways this month. And as you do that, so much opens up for you. Your relationship with money heals. You enter into more playfulness around money, more joy, more pleasure around it. You see more of it coming to you as a result because your point of attraction is changing. Your money magnetism is increasing. you get more downloads, ideas, you kind of run headlong into new opportunities that really pay off. And if they don't, there's going to be other ones that do really soon towards the end of February, beginning of March. Super exciting stuff. I'm very excited for you and to see what comes up for you this month as you journey onto this path. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, Deck 2. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and comment below letting me know what you took from this reading. Let me know how it resonated or what you're manifesting this coming month. Your comments really do mean so much to me, and they give me that inspiration for future videos. So if you comment, just know it's appreciated, and I am so grateful to get to connect with you in these videos. If you are not already, you are welcome to subscribe to this channel for future card readings for abundance and other tools for manifesting wealth into your life, like subliminals and channeled messages. If you want more resources to help you manifest more wealth or success into your life faster than ever before, I will leave links below for all the ways to work with me, including my Oracle decks, their accompanying guided journals, the Wealth Vibe membership, and my mentorship offers. Again, in February, we are doing that new 21-day challenge inside of the Wealth Vibe membership called For the Love of Money Challenge. This is, like I said, 21-day challenge where we are upgrading your relationship with money. So much of this so that you can tune into more pleasure, more joy, more intimacy with money and the way you engage with it in your mind, in your energy, in your actions, in your day-to-day life, so that you raise your money magnetism, you increase your point of attraction around money. This is the work that often creates, lays that groundwork for absolute money miracles in my life and business, and makes those huge up levels and quantum leaps around money so much easier for me and for my clients. And I'm really excited to get to share this work with the members of the Wealth Vibe in February, and then our Money Miracles Challenge in March as well. So if you feel called to join us for the coming challenge and all the other amazing resources and community inside of the Wealth Vibe membership, I will leave that link below as well for you. With all of that being said, I'm wishing you massive prosperity and abundance in February, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye. Hello, deck number 3. I am so excited to dive into your reading to see what is in store for you financially in the month of February. I'm actually going to set your deck aside. We're going to come back to it in just a moment. I always like to start these monthly readings off with my Wealthy Woman Oracle deck because I designed it specifically for money readings. And so this is your card that you saw flew right out. No hesitation there. This is your theme for your finances and career in February. So we have our Metamorphosis card here, and this is in the Wealthy Woman deck. This is the first deck I authored. This is my favorite card in the deck in terms of illustration as well as message, but I don't know, there's something about this card that activates me so much every time I see it to this day, all these years later. For you in February, deck 3, so much change with your finances, with your career, so much transformation. Now, whether this is going to be internal or external transformation, I think the cards that are going to come out next will tell us a little bit more about that. But there is a lot of change happening this month for you, a lot of transformation. I see, especially with this card, and what's really popping out at me today, what's channeling through from my Arrow Collective, it's these butterflies. It's like you're taking flight through change this month around your career or finances. So I'm getting for some of you, if you've been considering changing careers, changing jobs, changing businesses, fields, changing your niche, changing your offer suite in your business, making changes that are in your career or that are around your finances, this is the time to go for it, is what I'm getting. If you've been waiting to change something, but something needs to change, this is the time. This is the month to at least put things in motion, take those first steps. That's what I'm getting. Of course, always use your discernment and your discretion, right? Know what's right for you, what's coming from your soul versus ego. But if there's a soul nudge where you're oh no, I know something is moving, you're going to get some signs this month that it's the time is now to move, right? It's not just this video. You'll get signs. You'll get things that confirm to you, it's time to actually put that change into motion. So that's incredibly powerful, right? And I just see a lot changing for you. A lot changing for you. I think I'm getting, as I shuffle this next deck, a lot is changing externally, but also internally, but I'm seeing a lot of outward growth. Yeah, we have Persephone with growth. Again, this is even the way she's depicted, but Persephone, the goddess of that kind of she's from the earth, from the summer, and yet then also lives part of the year in the underworld with Hades, right? In the world of the dead. Even here, the darkness of, and even the skulls in her hair versus here, the flowers and the life, and the moon, night, the dark, and the sun. Like, it's just this complete dichotomy of like, this is honestly how I almost even see your month being split up. It's like the first half of the month looks very different from the second half of the month. There's a big transition, a big change. I see a lot of it as like something old that is no longer serving you, maybe even holding you back from more money, is falling away. I get that some of you might even be in the process of this already, that this started in January, maybe even in the end of 2024, but you're at the end of a cycle where something's falling away. It could also be just like a quick 1 or 2 week cycle where something falls away, right? But this first half of the month is this resolution, is this processing of something that is no longer meant to be in your energy field, no longer meant to be in your reality, especially where it pertains to money or career, falling away. You might see things shift that make it obvious to you that it's time to leave your job, that you've been maybe thinking, you know, you're going to leave eventually, but then you very quickly realize now is the time this month, in the first half of the month. You may have events happen that force you to kind of decide that you're going to handle your money differently moving forward, or you might have ideas come to mind that you go, oh, this is now what I want, and I'm going to release these things that are no longer congruent with that. Because this is a general reading, I see so many different ways this can play out, but ultimately the main theme here for you, deck 3, is that the first half of the month, whatever needs to die off, whatever needs to fall away, in order to make room for, in the second half of the month and beyond, this new level of abundance or success you're desiring, that's going to become very apparent what it is, and you're going to probably move through the process of shedding it in the first half of this month. That's what I'm getting of February, right? We have the Morrigan destiny. I'm like, yeah, of course, this is moving you closer to your destiny. For some of us, this transformation, this change might be a little uncomfortable, especially with our metamorphosis. You know, when we think about a caterpillar going into its chrysalis and in its cocoon and transforming and going through this messy process, and that is just mind-boggling to us. And this messy process of them becoming a butterfly, growing wings, being able to fulfill their destiny of becoming a butterfly, of flying, of taking flight, right? Like, that's so much of what this month is. This is such a crucial month for you in your financial journey, in your career. It's a really crucial month because of this change that's going to happen. This is a significant change. Even if it feels like it mostly happens on an internal level, it's completely impacting the rest of your future from here on out. And I see this being, again, like what we see is the old falling away so that something new can flourish. Like, this is a good change. This is something, again, I said taking flight before this card came out even. Like, this is going to ultimately end up being a very positive, very great desired change that you're like, yes, this is what I want for my next level. But to make space for the new, the old has to fall away. Right? Like, that's just the reality of it. So this month you're moving closer to your destiny, and it's this big rebirth cycle. It's this big falling away of what is no longer aligned for you. And you're going through a metamorphosis, a transformation this month that's going to transform the rest of your financial reality, right? Like, in your career. We have support coming up, right? So this month there's a lot of challenges, a lot of, I don't even want to say pain, just discomfort, just uncertainty, maybe even of, you know, like, do I have what it takes to go through this transformation? Yes, you do. And go find support to move through this. It's okay to need support through whatever, even if it's all exciting, but it just feels like a lot and overwhelming. Wherever the discomfort or resistance pops up in your transformation and your metamorphosis, in releasing whatever you know you need to release or walk away from with your career or finances. For a lot of you, I see it's around your career specifically. Whatever that might be, it's like there's no shame even when you know the right thing and you're like, I can handle it. It's like there's still no shame in asking for support. Even if you don't need it, it would just be nice. Still ask for it. I'm getting that there's a lot of support that's ready to be offered to you, both from the people around you, from your guides, from non-physical, from the universe, but ask for the support you desire. This is also a great place for this is the Wealth Vibe membership. If you want to come join me in there, it's only $25 a month, and it's this amazing community, hundreds of people, and so supportive, so welcoming, such a safe space for like-minded people to connect about money and talk about these sorts of things as we move through it. And also this next month in the membership, we are doing our 21-day, it's a new challenge, 21-day challenge called For the Love of Money Challenge, which is all about healing your relationship with money, making it more playful, more enjoyable, upping our money magnetism so that we're raising our point of attraction around money, laying the groundwork for money miracles, which is what we're tapping into in March in there. So a lot of support is available for you in there, especially with all the resources I put into there, the daily mini money readings I put in there, the monthly live call that I do in there, like so much. So regardless, whether or not that's for you, that does exist as support, but there's also many forms of support around you this month, right? Lots of forms of support. And I'll put that link, sorry, I meant to say, I'll put that link for the wealth vibe for you below if you want to come check it out. But there are so many forms of support available to you this month. Use them. It'll make the transformation easier. It'll make this transition, whether you're navigating like an old belief that needs to fall away, like an old money mindset, or whether you're navigating like an old identity that you had, or how many are leaving a job and then all the, you know, maybe logistics of doing that, or, you know, whatever it is that needs to fall away that you need to release, whether it's internal, external, mixture of both, and whatever that kicks up within you or externally to you. It's like, there is support available to you. Go seek it, ask for it, find it, allow yourself to have it. Don't feel like you have to go it alone. It's really the big message that's coming through. That's going to make the metamorphosis, the transformation, so much easier and get you to the second half of the month and beyond, which is just so much more of what you actually desire and stepping into this new chapter of abundance for you. All right, we have our Seven of Swords coming up. And this is what I see you moving away from. This is honestly for a lot of you, if you, remember when I said there'll be signs that show you it's time to make that change that you know you've been needing to make, maybe moving careers or jobs or, you know, starting to handle your mind differently. There's going to be something that happens that makes that change, gives you the signs that like now's the time to make that change. I see it coming in the form of like, for a lot of us, it's going to come in this form of like something that doesn't quite sit right with you. Because this card is all about like sneakiness and deception and betrayal and things like that, that you could quite literally experience some of those things around money or in your job or something like that and feel betrayed. I get the sense for most of us, it's a little bit less intense, and it's more in the terms of like, there's something that just doesn't sit quite right with you. Maybe it's a company policy that you're like, I know that I could ignore this, but it just does not sit right with me to stay in this company anymore, you know, or like, I'm also getting if you're like, for example, if you have a business and you put out an offer and you give something for free and you feel like your audience doesn't appreciate it, you feel a little bit like betrayed by that, a little bit frustrated, a little bit like something isn't sitting right with that, might be the sign that it's finally time to change up your niche. And it's not because people don't care, but maybe the way you're showing up is coming from a place of misalignment, right? Like there'll just be these signs. So looking for any signs this month of where you feel like something doesn't quite sit right with you. Could be betrayal, could be disappointment, could just feel like something doesn't quite add up. Something feels a little sleazy or a little slimy. Those are signs to be like, this is the thing maybe that needs to die off or something related to it, right? So it's just kind of a good indicator of like what to be looking for to show you what can kind of kickstart this. We have justice coming up reversed. Yeah, so like anywhere where there's dishonesty, unfairness, or you feel like people aren't owning stuff, they're not taking responsibility for things, those are the situations, the people, the jobs, things like that that are ready to fall away this month. Anywhere where that exists. And if nothing like that exists in your life, fantastic, right? Something like that could pop up this month, but also what it could be is, again, it could just be like, where you just feel like something isn't quite fair, isn't quite right. And it just shows you where, you know, like even if you look at your own beliefs around money or the way you think about money or anything like that, and you're just like, that just doesn't feel right to me anymore. It's like, it could just be an internal reflection, right? So that's really like what I'm seeing for you to look for, to know what that thing is that needs to fall away, right? So that you can get closer to your destiny, closer to the wealth and abundance you desire. I just got a huge download again as I looked at that Morrigan card. The Morrigan card, right? Like this is, you're meant for so much more, deck 3. That's what I'm getting. Like I'm even like closing my eyes as I say this and channeling this, but it's just like almost overwhelming, like this ray of light I'm getting beamed into me that shows me how freaking full of potential you are, specifically deck 3, to manifest more in your lifetime, to have more success, more power, more influence. You're meant to be an incredibly powerful person, whether this is on a global level or just on like a community level or in your business or in your office, but it's like you're meant to have so much more power, so much more impact, so much more respect too is coming up. And I see you as a very just kind of person and leader, and where fairness is important to you, and you're meant to be leading from that place, and you're seeing the places where your leadership is not aligned, and you're not meant to be leading. That's really what it is. And so this transformation is allowing where you won't be able to lead and to be in your power and in your fairness, where that won't be received. It's allowing you, or kind of pushing you, or asking you to leave that behind so you can actually transform your situation, your job, your career, yourself into that reality that where you can reach your fullest potential and therefore be compensated for that as well. I see Knight of Pentacles coming up for you here, which is nice. So, I just see that this shift that's going to happen, like this is kind of to me the first half of the month and this is our second half of the month is how this spread is starting to take shape of just like this transition, this transformation. And I see on the other side of this transformation, like this transformation, let me be clear, it can still be kind of continuing on into months to come, but this is the peak of it. This is like the climax of it, like approximately about halfway through this month. And so as this starts to take shape, like on the other side, on the very other side of this transformation, when you feel like you kind of come over the hump a little bit and you're stepping into your new self, or you just left that job or anything like that that wasn't sitting right, or you just made that shift in your business, you finally made the decision, or you finally took action on it, or you finally feel like you cleared that limiting belief or whatever it is that you're transforming. Like it's just gonna, it's like go slow from there. Go slow, create a really powerful framework and foundation for your next steps for the future. It's going to pay off. Like it's going to help you. Like just don't, like the big guidance, this is really what's coming through is don't just burst out of your cocoon and then go try to fly halfway across the world. That's the analogy my Arrow Collective is giving me. Like you're going through a transformation, be gentle with yourself. Ask for, this is why the support came up right in the middle of this. It didn't come up on either side. It's not that you need support in order to release the thing that you need to release to move on. It's not that you need support in embracing your destiny. It's that you probably need the most support in right at that transition stage. Right at that transition stage of like that tenderness of when we enter a void state and then we're coming out of it, like that liminal space. We are so vulnerable. We are so needing extra tenderness with ourselves. And so being very kind of stuff, like take a little staycation if that feels aligned to you mid-month, or a full-on vacation, maybe even just like a day on the weekend or on one of your off days, or a day where you don't have much going on, where you can just really pour into your cup, fill yourself up so that you can move forward slow and steady, so that you can move forward and explore who you're becoming on the other side of this transformation, or what this new reality looks like. Don't try to make it happen all at once. It's okay for things to go slow sometimes, so that in the long run you end up going even faster, especially around like going slow with making the financial changes or seeing your finances change slowly. As long as you don't get impatient with that, the money gets to come much more quickly down the road, right? Another card for you coming out here. Yeah, and we have our 10 of Wands released, which is all about like taking a break. What I just say, saying no to things, lightening your load, like really laying down your burden, right? Like not feeling like you're carrying quite so much. So this is really like, this is a month of some self-care, some going, it's just a lot of the like being gentle with yourself as you undergo some big transition this month, and that's going to pay off down the road. So not rushing this month to try to make more money happen immediately, but more making space for more money in the coming months by releasing what's no longer serving you. That's really like, to sum up very nicely, what this month looks like for you. It's, you know, kind of now, since this is the last deck of this video, I'm seeing just such a clear collective pattern, right? Of how we're all in different ways. All of the readings were very different for what's coming up for February, but the main thing was like being gentle with yourself and laying foundations for the coming months that are going to pay off huge in the coming months throughout the rest of this year. As long as you're willing to take the time to, for you, clear out what's not aligned, ask for some support, give yourself some nourishment, some love, some relaxation, taking a break, and then you can kind of make slow and steady progress that's going to like take off exponentially, right? It just starts off and then just goes, you know? So that's coming for you. Don't get impatient this month. I'm someone who is also like, I'm like, go, 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 go. Let's go. How fast and how far can we go in life, in my career, in my business? And sometimes I have to remember, sometimes it's better to go a little bit slower at times. Sometimes it's better for things not to change as fast as we think we want them to, because we have more time to acclimate into who we're actually becoming and then be more of a match to better receive or create or hold that wealth we desire. So not rushing it, not rushing your journey or your perfectly where you need to be this month, as long as you're allowing yourself to transform in whatever way you feel called to transform. It's gonna, as long as you don't rush it, you're laying the foundation for massive wealth and big payoff down the road, and more honestly financial freedom down the road, I'm seeing too. All right, let's pull one last card for you. This is my new Cosmic Wealth Codes deck. And it's an affirmation deck. We have, the more I remember my connection to the divine, the more easily money flows to me. So again, when I said there's support, especially support from non-physical available to you, like you are so connected to the divine. I see that you specifically, deck 3, have a lot of like spirit guides or a lot of really strong ancestral guides, like a lot of power from non-physical that's especially coming in at this time, this really pivotal month for you. Out of all the decks, this is like all the decks are in for potentially big changes because of what they create or what they do this month. But for you, deck 3, you are in for like, this is a pivotal moment. This is something that's moving closer to your destiny, to your financial destiny, to your destiny in your career and the impact you're going to have in the world. Like, this is a big month for you, even if it doesn't seem like it. Like, it's a really big month for you. And all that's required of you is just like allow yourself to change, allow yourself to release what is no longer aligned, and allow yourself to take it easy as you go through this transformation and figure out who you are on the other side of it and where you're moving toward. That's all that's required of you. It's not anything difficult. It's just asking you to go against the grain of the constant hustle that we're conditioned with, right? So remember that you are so supported by the divine. You are so supported by non-physical. You're also much more probably supported than you realize by the people around you, by your online communities, by your in-person communities, by your friends and family. Like, there is support all over, I'm seeing for you, just on all levels. Also, your inner self is supporting you. Your higher self is supporting you. So remember that the more that you remember that you are connected and supported, the more easily you're going to navigate this transition and the more easily money is going to flow to you. So just know that you're not in this alone. Even though your transformation is a very personal thing and it's probably, at least at its core, really only impacting you the most, you're still not in it alone. There are other people who are happy to support you through this, who can commiserate, who maybe are touched by, or affected in some way, to some degree, by your transformation, by the choices you're making, or, whatever has fallen away for you. You're not alone in it, all right? You're not alone. And when you remember that you're always connected to the divine, then the more easily you'll move through this and anything else, and the more easily you're going to get to all the gold on the other side of it. So you can take this mantra, this affirmation, if it resonates for you. The more I remember my connection to the divine, the more easily money flows to me. You're welcome to use that throughout this month if you like, if that activates you in some way. But really, this is a month of, this is massive for you, but it doesn't have to feel just huge. It just needs to feel like something's truly shifted within your observable reality or within your internal reality this month. That's it. And that's going to have huge ripple effects into the rest of your life. So very exciting, deck 3. All right, deck 3, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and comment below letting me know what you took from it, how it resonated, or what you're manifesting this coming month. Your comments always mean so much to me, and they really give me inspiration for future videos. So for those of you who comment, thank you. It is very appreciated. You are also welcome to subscribe to this channel for future card readings and tools for abundance if you're not already subscribed. And if you want more resources to help you manifest more wealth or success into your life faster than ever before, I will be sure to leave links below for all the different ways to work with me, including my oracle decks, my journals that accompany them, my Wealth Vibe membership, and my mentorship offers. Again, like I mentioned, in February, we are inside of the Wealth Vibe doing our brand new 21-day challenge called For the Love of Money Challenge. And that is where we are going to be upgrading your relationship with money so that you can increase your money magnetism and raise your point of attraction around money. Like I said, this is really the work that often creates that foundation that we were talking about here for you, but creates that foundation that allows for money miracles to just start blooming in our life. And I'm really excited to get to share this work with the members of the Wealth Vibe in February, because it is stuff like this working on my relationship with me. It's so simple, but it's so potent, and it has completely transformed the way I navigate money, the way it flows into my life, and in the quantities it does. So I can't wait to share it. If you are called to come join me for that or all the other benefits of the Wealth Vibe membership, that link for the Wealth Vibe is below as well. I would love to get to personally connect with you in there. So with all of that being said, I'm wishing you massive prosperity and abundance in February, and I'll see you in another video very soon.